Get your freedom. Join Black Hammer tonight.
Land back, everybody. Land back, comrades. Welcome to all of y'all in here tonight. Thank you so much for joining and tuning into our 58th Black Hammer Tuesday rally. I'm Chief Fu, your Chief of Culture. I represent the nations of Africa and the Philippines, and my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your host this evening. Here at Black Hammer, we know that land is power, which is why our theme for tonight is land back. Okay? This is our war cry, and this is the way that we communicate to the people that we are on a mission to take all of our land back. And we have this theme because we are celebrating our Hammer City announcement anniversary. Yes, just about last year on 4th of July, yes, you heard me right, 4th of July, we announced our biggest, baddest, most important project to date, Build Hammer City. And during this rally, we are going to get into how much we've accomplished in just 1 year since announcing this project and how Black Hammer will be the leading force in making sure that all colonized people come together and unite to take all of our land back. Just the way we had it before these vanilla gorillas took it from us, okay? So I would like all of my comrades up here to go ahead and unmute yourself. Go ahead and give me a roaring land back.
Land back.
Land back.
Land back.
Land back.
Land back.
Land back. Y'all heard the sound of that? That's the sound of revolution, y'all. We need the rest of the world and the colonized masses to hear this. So please, y'all, share this live. And don't forget to hit that like button. And I better be seeing y'all in them comments. And now it's only right that we start this Tuesday rally by introducing our unbeatable organization. So let's get into it. All right. So once again, you are now watching the Black Hammer Organization's weekly Tuesday rally. The Black Hammer Organization is the biggest, the baddest anti-colonial revolutionary organization in the game. Okay, we are an organization made up of poor and working class colonized people united under 4 principles of unity. Principle of unity number 1: we believe that the colonized proletariat should have dictatorship over our lives, labor, land, and resources. Principle of unity number 2: we believe all colonized proletariat are equal, no matter gender, sexuality, age, skin tone, body type, location, religion, language, mental or physical differences, and or bi or multiracial identity. All right, principle of unity number 3: we believe all the problems the colonized face are from colonialism and the submissive neocolonialists that are within our colonized nations. And principle unity number 4: we believe that the colonized proletariat is the only true proletariat. Only through our leadership can white power, capitalism, colonialism, imperialism, and all of its symptomatic offspring be smashed. And if you are wondering who our leadership is that upholds these 4 principles of unity, we have our Commander-in-Chief, Gazi Kodzo, Secretary General Anko, and our Minister of Defense, Sundiata. All right, everyone. So enjoy tonight's rally, comrades, and welcome to the revolution. All right, y'all. So now that we know who we are and what we are about, I just wanted to mention it is these 4 principles that we live by, and it is these 4 principles that we know is the formula to rightfully get us to take our land back, okay? And for those of you just joining us now, thank you again for joining us. Again, I am Chief Thru, your Chief of Culture, and I'm so excited hosting this Tuesday rally for y'all. And before we get started, I'm gonna pass it on off to our Minister of Defense, Sundiata, for the super important defense tip. Come on the stage, MOD, land back.
Land back, y'all, and thank you, Chief Thru, for the introduction. Let's make sure everybody we are muting ourselves whenever we are in.
For what?
No problem. Defense is here. Land back, y'all. I am the Minister of Defense, Sundiata, and I'm representing the nations of Africa as well as Turtle Island, and I use he, him, his pronouns. Before we get into this amazing rally focused on land back, I want to remind everyone that if you see any suspicious activity at all, please let your chapter defender know immediately. We do not tolerate adventurism in the Black Hammer organization, and we must be constantly aware of any suspicious actions that can endanger you, your comrades, and our mission here. And when you speak on the Tuesday rally like I'm doing right now, live on YouTube or Fedbook, it's going to be assumed by those viewing it that you speak for the entire organization. So we ask that you please refrain from using any language that may be adventurous, is divisive, or that disunites with our stated political line and principles of unity the Chief through just laid out so beautifully. Also, if you're in the Zoom room, I'd ask that you please do not use your legal name, your government name in the Zoom room, or disclose your location at any time during the rally for your own security and privacy. Now, during the rally, you will be unable to unmute yourselves unless you are a cadre chief. And when asked by the presenters if in times for discussion and comments on things, you'll be able to place an X in the chat to speak, and our production team will handle unmuting you once it is your turn. Now, if you have any questions or concerns that you need to pose to the Defense Office and apparatus, please inform your chapter defender or reach out to us at bhodefense@protonmail.com. And as always, let's continue to go the distance each and every day to learn more and defend ourselves and our comrades better. So land back, y'all, and enjoy the rally.
Land back. Thank you so much, Minister Sundiata, for giving us all that critical information and for always keeping us safe. And a huge revolutionary salute to the entire defense team as well. Y'all be killing it and keeping us safe all the time. All right, we got one more announcement before we really dive in to this theme of land back, okay? So we got our chief of social media, Chief Frederico, who's got a super urgent action item for us, okay? So get your phones out because we about to make these cyber moves. Land back.
Yeah, land back. I'm Chief Frederico, Chief of Social Media. I represent the colonized nation of Boriken, and I use he, they pronouns. And as you all know, there are over 3 billion people on the internet, right? Most of them are people. So we're here to reach each and every one of them. So I'm coming to you with an urgent announcement to share this rally. We're discussing today land back and why we need our land back. Mother Earth is crying out for us. As you all see with the West Coast on fire, there's 3 fires in the oceans right now, tsunamis, whatever other mess these colonizers have created, right? So if you share this rally more than 75 times, you'll win this incredible shirt. And you can simply share by making a Facebook status and sharing to groups you're involved in, DMing friends and family right on your social media platforms, and make sure to get them this link. And then when you share, make sure to use the hashtag land back, especially if you're sharing on Twitter, because that's what we're going to be discussing. And then also shout out to our visual propaganda team, Chief Gunn and Comrade Uchi, who come up with these incredible revolutionary designs for us, as you see on that shirt. And then make sure to follow us on social media. We're always on top of what's trending, what's in the news, and we give the unabashed truth each and every day. So follow us on these platforms if you ain't, right? And make sure to follow our backup on Instagram, Black Hammer Org 3.0 as well. So we know these algorithms on these platforms consistently work to suppress us and all of our anti-colonial revolutionary thought. And as you see on the slide, right, we messy as hell, we give them the truth to our people each and every day. But these platforms will work to silence. So, you know, when you follow us, you're helping to push this revolution forward and working to combat these algorithms that work to silence the revolution. And if you want to be messy with us, you want to create incredible revolutionary content and get people to the political line, get them into organization and revolution, join our social media team today. I'll be here this entire rally, so you can simply just message me. Land back and enjoy the rally.
Land back. Y'all heard that? Go ahead and follow us on our backup page, IG Black backup page. I was gonna say backup page at Black Hammer Org 3.0. And we salute you, Chief Frederico, for being, you know, so dedicated to being on the front lines of the anti-colonial struggle on the interwebs. Let's make sure we're agitating the masses and bring them to revolution, y'all. Go ahead and follow us and join social media if you want to be messy as well. All right, up next, y'all, is one of the most important segments on our agenda. It's time to dive deep into some political education, or PE for short. All right. Our new comrades here, political education is the tool we use to ground us and inspire us all to continue marching this long march of revolution. So tonight, reading this piece for us is our very own Chief of Curriculum, Chief Oju. Land back.
Land back. Welcome to the rally, everyone. My name is Chief Oju, representing the nations of Africa and Boriken. Use he, him pronouns, and I am the Chief of Curriculum here at Black Hammer. What does that mean? Curriculum is responsible for the education of our comrades and the education of the masses, including our youth. And so if you're interested in educating our people, curriculum is the department for you. And we have our political education each every meeting at Black Hammer. And today we're reading an excerpt from Message to the Grassroots by the one and only Malcolm X, because today we're talking about land back. And Malcolm X understood that land was the center of revolution. And so this is an excerpt from Message to the Grassroots, Malcolm X. I would like to make a few comments concerning the difference between the Black Revolution and the Negro Revolution. There's a difference. Are they both the same? And if they're not, what is the difference? What is the difference between a Black revolution and a Negro revolution? First, what is a revolution? Sometimes I'm inclined to believe that many of our people are using this word revolution loosely, without taking careful consideration of what this word actually means and what its historic characteristics are. When you study the historic nature of revolutions, the motive of a revolution, the objective of a revolution, and the result of a revolution, and the methods used in a revolution, you may change words. You may devise another program. You may change your goal. You may change your mind. The Chinese Revolution, they wanted land. They threw the British out, along with the Uncle Tom Chinese. Yeah, they did. They set a good example. When I was in prison, I read an article. Don't be shocked when I say I was in prison. You're still in prison. That's what America means, prison. When I was in prison, I read an article in Life magazine showing a little Chinese girl, 9 years old. Her father was on his hands and knees and she was pulling the trigger because he was an Uncle Tom Chinaman. When they had the revolution over there, they took a whole generation of Uncle Toms, just wiped them out. And within 10 years, that little girl became a full-grown woman. No more times in China. And today it's one of the toughest, roughest, most feared countries on the earth by the white man, because there are no Uncle Toms over there. Of all our studies, history is best qualified to reward our research. And when you see that you've got problems, all you have to do is examine the historic method used all over the world by others who have problems similar to yours. And once you see how they got theirs straight, then you know how you can get yours straight. There's been a revolution, a Black revolution going on in Africa, in Kenya, the Mau Mau revolutionaries. They were the ones who made the word uhuru, the Kenyan word for freedom. They were the ones who brought it to the fore. The Mau Mau, they were revolutionaries. They believed in scorched earth. They knocked everything aside that got in their way, and their revolution also was based on land, a desire for land. In Algeria, the northern part of Africa, a revolution took place. The Algerians were revolutionists. They wanted land. France offered to let them be integrated to France. They told France, to hell with France. They wanted some land, not some France, and they engaged in a bloody battle. So I cite these various revolutions, brothers and sisters, to show you, you don't have a peaceful revolution. You don't have a turn the other cheek revolution. There's no such thing as a nonviolent revolution. The only kind of revolution that's nonviolent is the Negro Revolution. The only revolution based on loving your enemy is the Negro Revolution. The only revolution in which the goal is a desegregated lunch counter, a desegregated theater, a desegregated park, and a desegregated public toilet. You can sit down next to white folks on the toilet. That's no revolution. Revolution is based on land. Land is the basis of all independence. Land is the basis of freedom, justice, and equality. The white man knows what a revolution is. He knows that the Black Revolution is worldwide in scope and in nature. The Black Revolution is sweeping Asia, sweeping Africa, is rearing its head in Latin America. The Cuban Revolution, that's a revolution. They overturned the system. Revolutions in Asia, revolutions in Africa, and the white man is screaming because he sees revolution in Latin America. How do you think he'll react to you when you learn what a real revolution is? You don't know what a real revolution is. If you did, you wouldn't use that word. A revolution is bloody. Revolution is hostile. Revolution knows no compromise. Revolution overturns and destroys everything that gets in its way. And you sitting around here like a knot on the wall saying, I'm going to love these folks no matter how much they hate me. No, you need a revolution. Whoever heard of a revolution where they lock arms, as Reverend Cleach was pointing out, beautifully singing, "We shall overcome"? Just tell me. You don't do that in a revolution. You don't do any singing. You're too busy swinging. It's based on land. A revolutionary wants land so he can set up his own nation, an independent nation. These Negroes aren't asking for no nation. They're trying to call back on the plantation. Land back. So yes, woo, that is a piece. That is some powerful words, because we understood, and Malcolm X understood, that land is the basis of freedom. Land is the basis of revolution. Land is the question. We need our land back. And that's why Black Hammer, our rallying cry is land back. That's why we say land back all the time, because we know what we need as revolutionaries. We know what our people need to be free. And he said the difference between the Black Revolution and the Negro Revolution. He's talking about the difference between the poor and working class colonized masses, and then the neo-colonial sellouts, the ones who are from our people who just want to, use the bathroom next to the white man, right? We don't need that. We need land. Land is what's going to get us free. And so drop an X in this chat. This is open for all of y'all who are here in this rally to give your comments or give your questions about this political education. You could drop an X in the chat and you'll have about a minute or two to speak. And when you are out of time, you'll hear this special sound. Ding, right? You heard that? That means it's time to move on to the next person, all right? Because you want to give everybody some time. So drop an X in the chat right now. Malcolm X better have moved you. Because I don't know. If he did, it's gonna be something that I'm not gonna understand. So drop an X in the chat. If you got a question, if you're new in this rally, this is the first time you've ever been here, you can speak. Don't be afraid to not speak up. You can drop an X and talk about the PE. All right, oh, cool. We got one from Chief Federico. Go ahead, Chief Federico.
Land back. Yeah, no, I'm so moved. This was a brilliant political education and really lays out like why we say land back all of the time, for like, how we open a sentence to how we close it, right? Like, because it is our war cry, because our lands have been stolen, right? And everything under colonialism, all of its actions is to sever you from the land, right? That's why they ripped you from your languages and you speak English and Spanish, right? Because it's to sever you from the land and that connection that you have to it. That's why they severed you from the spirituality, all of your practices. And so, the answer to the question, the answer to ending colonialism really is land back. And that's what this lays out so beautifully. Because to them, that's how we repair our earth, right? Because colonialism is completely destroying it, as we see across the world, with fires literally happening in the ocean, with all of these heat waves and the entire West Coast on fire. Like, this colony is crumbling and the world is crying out, right? And it's crying out for colonized people to get their land back. So full unity with this political education.
And back. Malcolm X said it's not even just a revolution happening in Africa, it's happening in Asia, Latin America, we say Turtle Island and Pachamama. See, Malcolm X understood that it's happening to all colonized people, right? And all colonized people needed their land back. Malcolm X understood it. You got to understand that too. Yes, thank you, Chief Federico. We got Chief Suh next. Go ahead, Chief Suh.
Land back. I remember we read this around the time, like this time last year, we first announced Hammer City, and it just lays it out so clearly. Like, we are not fighting for crumbs from the table or even the whole table, because we know as like colonized people, that table was built from the blood and bones and death of our people. We don't want it. Like, we don't want a piece of it, even if we could get all of it, which they would not let us, which is why they offer the crumbs. We don't want that. We want to build a new world, and to build a new world, you have to have land. And what part of what Hammer City is, why it's so beautiful and profoundly politically important, is it's going to show us what we are capable of when we completely just detach from their system of colonialism, completely leave the colony, completely just divest of it and say, we're done talking to the white man, the colonizer. We're done asking, we're done begging, we're done bargaining. We're not interested in any of that. We are building power for ourselves. We understand we need land to do that. We can't do that isolated, and we can't do that without cultivating the land and repairing our relationship to our own labor, to see labor in a way that it's returned to us and our people tenfold, rather than constantly stolen by the colony to build up their white power colonial system that is killing us. Like, understanding that a revolution is not waged to get like a bigger, to integrate into a system that's killing you, but to create a new world. And I think that that's laid out so beautifully in this political education. And I think we see this political education in action in the project of Hammer City. And, I feel like it's the natural progression of the revolutionary struggle that Malcolm X was talking about and laid out so brilliantly. And a lot of people say, oh my God, he was a prophet, but he was more than a prophet. He was a dialectical materialist that brilliantly studied the world. That's why people like, I guess I'm cut off. I was just gonna say, people say that about dialectical materialists a lot. Like people will say that about Octavia Butler, how it's so crazy, and she seems like she must have been a prophet, but they're just people that study history, like he said in this political education, and let them tell them what needs to be done. Land back.
Land back, laid out so beautifully. Yeah, Malcolm X talked about being a historical dialectical materialist in this PE. We look at what worked in history, and we're gonna use that as an example to do what we need to do. That's dialectical materialism, y'all. Yes, laid out perfectly, Chief Sir. Thank you. Chief Jucha, you're next. Go ahead, Jucha.
Land back, yes. Full unity with this PE and full unity with honestly everything that the previous chiefs have said. I can't really add on much to that, but more than just really understanding, right, that like this is what it means to be a materialist, right? You hear a lot of these people talk about this being a materialist, but we understand that land is the basis of all of our existence, of colonized people's existence. So understanding that this is why Black Hammer is the vanguard, because look how far we have advanced, right, with the land, and understanding how land has to be first and front and center to any anti-colonial revolution. And really, I just kind of wanted to let people know, right, that is why we are the vanguard. We do not play around. We are serious about land back. So anyways, Vanguard Tings.
Yeah, land back. Yes, yes, Chief Juta, yes, right. This is why we are the ones pushing this forward, because we are the only ones who understand the true material need of our people. And that's what makes a vanguard, the people who understand the needs of the people the most. And we need our land. All right, and then last but not least, we have Black Avoyo. Go ahead, Black Avoyo, tell us what you thinking. All right, let's see if we could get you Black Avoyo, get you unmuted real quick.
Man, but
All right, go ahead.
yes, yeah, I fully united with what everyone has said, and I have always united with this this speech by Malcolm X. I've listened to it, I've read it, and for years, and it was always powerful to me. I feel like we got to look at the colonizer got to look at the words of our cry, of our rally cry, of our war cry. It's land back. So like people, like so many says, we're not asking for crumbs and even a seat at your table. It's about land back, and it's not asking. It's a command at this point, and it's been explained by so many revolutionaries, and it's here. It's at the forefront now. So that's what it's got to be, land back, and all has got to be restored back to the who it belongs to. Land back.
Yeah, land back. Yeah, right. It's about getting the land back to who it belongs to, but the thing is, we're still moving forward in time, right? This land back is not about just getting land back and then returning this to who we once were. It's about building a new world beyond this one, where we have new ways of relating to each other and new ways of being with each other. Black Avoyo, that was beautifully laid out. Thank you. All right. Well, I know we have a lot more X's, but we are running out of time for PE, but we are going to keep on moving with the rally. Again, if you got something to say, definitely go ahead, put in the chat if you want to share what you had to say about the PE. But if you are interested in the education of our people, of the masses, please join us in the curriculum department. You can email bhcurriculum@protonmail.com. All right, and back.
Land back. Thank you so much, Chief Oju, and thank you everybody that participated in that discussion. That was so powerful. Land back. All right, because we know, right, taking our land back is the only way we as colonized people will truly be free. And I know we can do it. We hammers are already winning. And if you want to be a hammer, and if you want to take your land back, go ahead and join Black Hammer at blackhammer.org/join. And if you have any doubt in your body, okay, you are about to get a real reality check to remind all of us of this very fact that we are winning, okay? Because up next, we got the State of the Hammer with the legendary, the most epic, the most renowned queen of the revolution, our Commander-in-Chief, Gazi Kodzo. Land back. Land back. All right. We are waiting for CIC to get on the screen. Oh, okay. Actually, we're going to revert it back. Did y'all know that we at Black Hammer have events and shows going on throughout the week? If you are new here, you are in for a big treat because we got some entertainment for you all week. Okay, so we can go ahead and pull them up. And I know we got the most phenomenal person to do so. We got our Chief of Fanny, Land back.
I was trying to get my 70 shares, so I.
Land back, Chief of Fanny, are you here? All right, looks like we got some technical contradictions. No worries, because I am also aware of these events and shows. So I go ahead and tell you what we got. And if you are getting your revolutionary life here at this rally, okay, if you are getting inspired because we are here to take our land back, go ahead and drop hashtag getting my revolutionary life right now in them YouTube comments. Okay, so let's get into it while y'all are doing that. So up first, coming up this Thursday, y'all, this Thursday, we got our official release of the White Power Kill DMS single, okay? Y'all do not want to miss this. If y'all haven't heard, the Black Hammer organization is the baddest because we come out with all the new amazing things, and one of them is a single, okay? You're gonna be hearing this all over the streets. So please, please, please come through on Thursday, July 8th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, because we're gonna get into that on Facebook and YouTube Live. And that very evening, okay, a few hours later, y'all need to clear your evening because we got the season premiere of Critical Mass. This show is going to be put on by our Science and Technology Committee, excuse me, and Chief Sa, our International Chief of Science and Technology, and our Chief of Staff, Chief Felix, is going to be, or of Science and Technology, is going to be leading the show. And on this show, we're gonna be talking about all kinds of really cool, mysterious things that have happened in the past that make you wanna go down a black hole on YouTube or something. We got the latest in science news, and we're also gonna be talking about some really sciencey complex ideas that they're gonna break down for the people, okay? This is going to be on Thursday, July 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, okay? I believe the first episode is on aliens and parallel universes, so y'all better come through. All right, and on Friday, the next day, we have Hard Targets, which is the biggest and the baddest anti-colonial news show in the world, okay? You ain't gonna find the truth like this on the internet or on TV at all, okay? The only place that you're gonna find it is on Friday, July 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Facebook and YouTube Live, so come through, all right? And on Sunday, we got the Revolutionary Book Trap. We're gonna be reading Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, chapters 7 through 9, with our amazing hosts, Sergeant Bear and Chief Oju. This is mandatory for all hammers, okay? We wanna make sure that we are up early, listening to some political education, expanding our minds, be in them comments. Y'all remember to like and share. And again, this is Sunday, July 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come through. All right, and on Monday, we have the Oh My Ghazi show. You do not want to miss this, okay? We got our very own CIC and the Vanguards, which is some of our favorite leadership chiefs that are gonna be here breaking down some anti-colonial news for you and being messy at the same time, okay? So this is gonna be on Monday, July 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we want to hear from you. We got a new segment. It's called Ask Ghazi. So go ahead and email the topics you want to see at askohmyghazi@gmail.com. All right. And y'all, we got Forging the Hammer coming up soon. Okay, this is our monthly political education study. Happens every last Monday of the month. This month it's going to be happening on July 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So go ahead and save the date. All right, clear your day because we're gonna have an amazing session of some powerful political education, okay? And this is also mandatory for all hammers. All right, and if you are someone that loves culture, if you are someone that loves cultural events, if you love planning events, if you love production and things like that. If those things interest you, come on and join the culture department, y'all. You can do so by emailing us at bhoculturedept@protonmail.com, and we'll get you plugged right in. All right, and if you have a beautiful pocket, right, of some green, and you happen to look like this graphic right over here, saltine, go ahead and pay up reparations. We need that ASAP. As you can see, we're trying to get our land back. We can only do that if you give us the green, okay? And you can also join our reparations corps at blackhammer.org/reparations, okay, and fall under the colonized leadership, because that is the only way that you can wash the blood off of your hands. And if you are colonized, okay, if you got some beautiful melanin, come and join Black Hammer today. What are you waiting for? We are the Vanguard organization. We are going to set you free, and we are going to set your family free and the world free and heal the world and all the most beautiful things that you most dearly want. Okay, go ahead and do so at blackhammer.org/join. All right. And yes, I hope to see y'all at all of these amazing events. Please, please, please come through. We appreciate y'all. And we are self-critical that we had to put the announcements before our State of the Hammer, but I know that it will be all made up because the State of the Hammer is going to be so powerful. So go get ready. Go ahead and get your Kleenex or something, because this is about to set you off to tears. I am sure of it. All right, land back. Do we have our revolutionary queen in the building?
Land back, land back. I just want to welcome everybody here, and I want to introduce one of the baddest revolutionaries I know, my Commander-in-Chief, Gazi Kozo.
Land back. Thank you, Sammy. Come get up. Yes. Woo, let me get some water. You know, we in the South, y'all. It's hot. Oh, Lord, y'all. Talking about the heat, y'all. Have y'all been seeing the news lately? Y'all, it's crazy. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. I got to move something because I got to see my people. Sam, can we move this right here? I just want to see them people. I want to see the people. And, because we got to connect because shit crazy, right? No, thank you so much. Whew. You know, I took a break from the news. You know, she back in Atlanta. She back in the ATL. You know, I had to stir on these hoes. Let them know she different. She different. She different. She different. She don't upgrade. You feel me, like Beyonce? You feel me? You feel me? The glow up is real. You have to show the glow is real. You know how she left us, not how she came back. You feel me? So we've been marching through these streets, letting people know we is here. And we is rocking, we is taking over. Hey, so you know, she been starting, she been flexing lately. You feel me? Let everybody know she be eating her weed. So anyway, though, but like I've been doing that for like 4 days, and I had to like be off of the blogs and be off of like the YouTube and be off of the shade room. So I haven't been keeping up with what's going on in the world. But after 4 days, I looked on the news. I was like, okay, now it's Monday now. Let me chill. You know, we've been out doing outreach, being with the people. It's Monday now. Let me connect. I said, oh shit, Nick. This hoe is on fire. No, y'all, there's fires, 3 fires in the ocean. There's fires all over. There's fires in California, 31,000 people leaving. Like, the planet is on fire. This shit is crazy. Mother Earth is dying. We're getting the craziest droughts ever, the craziest heat ever, and they're saying, my SG told me that he read in the article, so I know it's true, because that's a fact girl. She a receipt fact girl. She talks nothing but facts. That's my fax machine. Period. I don't gotta check it, because I know if she say it, it's what's going on. So she done told me that they are saying that this is the coolest summer you'll ever have in your life. Right? And the hottest summer you'll ever have in your life at the same time. And you're gonna have that every year. It'll be the coolest you experience, but it's gonna get even hotter. And the same, and then Amalicia came and Amalicia said, oh, and let's not forget about the winters, because where I come from in Houston, you know how them Houston folk talk, them pretty girls from Houston, you know, all southern and sweet and things, but you know Sundiata, she got a web a mile high. But anyway, saying, you know, hey baby, you know, in Houston, it got real cold this winter. Like we had never seen it before. So we're getting our coldest winters and our hottest summers. They're saying the camps, the summer camps are closing down because the kids can't take it no more. They're passing out. Too many kids are going and passing out. They can't even have them outside at all. Then I'm looking and I'm seeing they let Bill Cosby out. I'm seeing that the Olympics is crumbling. You got Africans finally saying, hey, I don't want to run for this country no more. I don't want to represent this country. I'm not American. I'm an African, so I'm not going to stand and pledge allegiance. I'm an African. I said, dang, oh, I've been waiting to see that one. I've been waiting to see that one. Let's not win no medals for massa. There is no goals in winning golds for massa. We have won this cracker enough golds, haven't we? Haven't we? I'm seeing all kinds of just craziness and crumbling. I'm seeing tsunamis and all kinds of shit and happening in Japan. I'm seeing animals that should be existing, not existing anymore. I'm seeing animals and fish from down in the sea turning up in the ocean. It's like we're living in a movie, in those end time movies, those environmental horror movies that they used to have. And we're living in that time right now with a pandemic. We are going through hell right now. And this system is, you have Joe Biden saying, oh, America's coming back, it's coming back, it's coming back. You've been saying it's coming back for a long time now, Joe. It ain't coming back, Joe. And we gonna make sure it ain't coming back. We making sure it ain't coming back. But going back to the news and seeing all these stories really informs me that we gotta get on our shit. That the time is now. There's no waiting. There's no if, and, buts, or maybe. We have to charge now. We have to fight now. We have to put our all into this now. Now. Right now. Not later, but now. The oceans are on fire now. Our kids can't be outside now. So it has to happen now. And we've got to get ready. Because then we have an understanding that what we are doing, and if we are saying fighting to save the world, and we have an understanding of our past, then we have an understanding that we are partaking in a challenge that is greater than anything humanity has ever done before. And we're going to be successful. And we are starting in a garage today, but we're going to be a church tomorrow. This is going to be successful. Because we need billions of people to heal this planet. Land back, land back, land back, land back. We will build for billions of people. We will build for billions of people. Tap your neighbor and say, we will build for billions. We will build for billions. Now, you know, if you are taking that much of a task and that much of a test, that human beings are now being tested with the biggest test of all. This is our biggest test of all. Our biggest make or break it. Our biggest victory or fail. Our biggest. So we know that we will face the biggest challenges because the laws of the universe tell us that to experience one, you have to experience the opposite of it first. We've gone through 600 years of hell. We're about to go through decades of struggle. Have an eternity of freedom and liberation. But we first gotta get ready to go through hell. We gotta fight. We gotta build. And for us to have this existential revolution, this macro revolution of healing the whole world and making that struggle to fight to heal the world, we have to go have a micro struggle within ourselves to fight to heal ourselves. You understand? So are you ready to go through the biggest test? Internally, tap your neighbor and say yes to the biggest test.
Yes
to the biggest test. Yes to the biggest test.
Yes to the biggest test.
Woo! Yes. Let me take a drink. Woo! Cause she's been through a test. You know, quiet as it's known, whatever the saying goes on. I did not want to come here. You know, the comrades in the cadre circle and the comrades in the international, you know, chief circle definitely know that Atlanta is a place, like a ground zero place of trauma for me. You know? Like, because I'm from here, I have a different relationship than the Real Housewives of Atlanta, or the ATL, what's it called? Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, I've got a real, or the movie ATL or whatever. You know, I've got a real relationship with this city. It's tied to a lot of trauma. And so Atlanta means to me a lot of hardships. A lot of gay bashing, walking to and from the bus stop to go to school or to go to work. Losing friends to HIV and AIDS, seeing places where we were young and filled with fun and just falling into all the traps of colonialism that took one away from me and the other away from me. You know, I've got friends deep in crack addiction now. I got friends deep in, you know, sex work that they don't want to be doing now. I have friends riddled with what would you call it? Thinking less of themselves because they haven't measured up to the petty bourgeois standard. You know what I mean? Because they got the degree, but they don't got they don't got the house, they don't got the cars, they still living with their parents. And there's this shame that the colony tells them, that tells my friend who I know is better than so many people, has a good heart, that he's not worthy of love. That he has to go on dates with people and lie to them about his status of where he's at in his life because he may not get loved that way. That's what this colony got for us. You know, like being 18 and 19 and losing friends to a disease that they are too guilty to come outside and say, I've got. You can be proud now. You can be proud now and have it, but you couldn't be dead. You couldn't be dead. You couldn't be dead. You couldn't be dead. And he killed so many. The shame of it killed them. The shame of it killed them. The propaganda. Propaganda kills us. It kills us. It kills us. So you can't tell me that propaganda didn't get my brother to sell dope. You couldn't tell me that propaganda couldn't get my people to beat me up because I was gay. You couldn't tell me that propaganda wasn't powerful enough to make my mama hate me because I knew that propaganda was strong enough to make my friend just die in bed rather than asking for help. And I don't have it today. That's what Atlanta means to me. just take a drink of water real quick. And like, I underestimated how heavy that was for me. So when I came back, all that hit me at once. And more, and more, and more, and more. And I told my ICC chiefs, first I told Shagun, I said, Shagun, I'm not good. I'm not doing well. I told my ICC chiefs, I said, I'm not doing well. I told my house here, I'm not doing well. And like, whenever I'm not doing well, I heard a voice, I heard Uncle's voice say, bathe yourself in the people. And you're feeling low, Uncle told me bathe in the people. So that's what I do. Off of a muscle reaction, I do it. And we went to the people. We went to the people. We went to the hood of the hoods and we cleaned up trash. We farmed, we gardened, and we served the people. And then we did it again and again and again. Non-stop, we bathed in the people. And through the people, I was healed. Because I was informed by the theory to be here, but being amongst the people informed me through the practice. Because the theory told me, God, you gotta go to Atlanta. Look at Atlanta. All the colonized people want to be in Atlanta. Atlanta is majority colonized people. You gotta be where the people at. The 6 Asian women dying and seeing a masses of African people show up and show out in Atlanta showed me that Africans wanted colonized unity. And I saw Atlanta as this cultural hub. That if there's a franchise of a reality show, Atlanta's #1 because all African and colonized people watching that. Real Housewives of Atlanta is the most poppin' Real Housewives. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is the most poppin' Love and Hip Hop. You know? We had to be with the mass of the people. So my people told me I need to be here. My ancestors told me I needed to be here. When I read about the history of Atlanta and saw that it started as liberated land of indigenous people that welcomed African people to come and live. And African people would get freed of slaves and come and live with them. And that Atlanta started off with that resistance and that colonized unity. And that's why there's so many Africans in Atlanta. Where did the indigenous people go? The Trail of Tears that tore them out of here. And then we were re-enslaved. You understand that? When we came here, we were free. And then had kids who had kids, and then Andrew Jackson came. And now we're slaves again. So my ancestors told me we needed to be here, so we gotta go. And then Mother Nature said we had to be here. Mother Nature's doing a lot in that Western region. I was reading the newspaper about these droughts and how hard it is for it's gonna be to get water. Mother Nature said, no, I wanna fight with you. Let me help you. Let me give you everything you need. And through Mother Nature and seeing everything that's around here nestled in the Appalachian Mountains, it's everything we need and more. Everything we need and more. And I knew that my Creator wanted me here because He broke me gracefully. You see, because there's a difference between the purpose that you want for your life and the purpose that the mass of the people need you for your life. And you pushing for this and they say, and you have to hear when it's like, no, let this go. I got something better. I got something better. And we've gotten better, amen? Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord. Whew. So yeah, it rocked me. But once I bathed in the people, the practice was informing that the theory that I just told you was actually correct. All the masses of the people running up to us. Black Hammer, tell me more, tell me more. We had a mother come up with their child and say, sign my son up. I don't know what y'all doing, but just sign him up. I like this. Sign my daughter up. We got members right off of the streets, people just wrapping up their hands and wrapping their arms around us and saying how much they love us. Us being accosted by the pigs and our people rising up in defense of us and making the pigs back off. We saw that we've got the love and the power of the masses, and that Atlanta is where the organization was birthed. And now we're back at the womb. And ain't the womb the most nutritious place to be? Right here. And we got so many contacts, so many donations, so many connections, that even after tonight, we gotta go out because we have a little section. We got a little section at the club, you know, just so you know, section girls, VIP, make it twirl, make it twirl. That's what she gonna be doing tonight. That's what she gonna be doing tonight. Yeah, that's what she gonna be doing tonight. Yes, you gonna see hammers in the club, because where the people at, we at, baby. Okay, we twerking hammers, working hammers. But yes, Lord, but, and all the connections and everything that we got, everything that we had got in just 4 days, in 4 days, in 4 days, in 4 days, in just 4 days, what we did. But you know what sold it to me more than anything? When we were walking from Little 5 Points back to our car that we parked at the Target, we're walking up a hill, and I saw this little African boy in the front seat. Now, ma'am, if you're watching this, he was too little to be in that front seat. I love you, sister, but put my baby in the back, please. He's too little. But anyways, he was this little boy, and he was in the front seat, and he just stared at us, and his eyes was big, and I know a lot of y'all saw him, and he was just smiling from ear to ear, and he worded, yeah. Being a child and knowing you don't have power to protect yourself and your family don't have power to protect you, your mom and daddy who say they love you don't have power to protect you, this boy saw something that's going to protect him. That he got the experience I always wanted as a child. What's out there to protect me? And I bet you he knows that. And that makes everything that the enemy thinks that they could put me through worth it. I'll do it 1,000,000 times just for that. I'll do it 1,000,000 times just for that. Say, I'll do it 1,000,000 times just for that.
I'll do it 1,000,000 times just for that.
And that.
And that.
Oh, y'all. Moments like that just re-energize me. I'm closing out. Before I go, take your time, Pastor, take your time. But before that, before I close out, I want to say that another huge thing that keeps me motivated, and I want to, share this moment with y'all, is closeout. And do you remember those 14 days that we were in quarantine for? Like the whole world, quote unquote, shut down. It was really capitalism shutting down. The world kept going, your lives kept going, your love kept going, your energy kept going. It was capitalism that stopped for 14 days. But do you remember, as I remember so vividly, that about the second day, I remember waking up to news, because I read the news all the time, and I read the news that the planet was healing. Do you remember the news about birds that they thought died showing back up? Do you remember this news about sheep and ducks and all kinds of animals coming and crowding back up the cities? Do you remember about how the plants were growing back around the cities and taking hold? And did you hear about how the air was cleaning itself? Did you see that? Did you see how the ocean was cleaning itself? Did you see what was going on with 14 days of us stopping this capitalist machine? Do you remember? It was the first time in my life I read something about the planet Earth and read a positive. She was ready to heal herself as soon as this bullshit stopped. And now that this shit started back up again on overdrive to try to save itself from a dying economy, she's hurting more than ever again. But we know when we have a glimpse of our Mother Nature's ability and her want to heal. And we must unite with that and put everything and clink everything up to that energy, because we are Mother Earth. Mother Earth is us. We come from her. We are only the consciousness of this planet. And if she is saying our core being and what we're here for is for that balance, if she is saying, I'm ready to fight, you gotta be ready to fight too. Open your eyes and say, ready to fight.
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 Land back, y'all. I love you long. I love you strong. Check that melanin. Land back.
Land back, CIC. Oh my goodness. We heard CIC. Mother Earth wants to heal, y'all. We gotta get ready for revolution, okay? And while we are here getting ready for revolution, we know that we can't do that without the inspiring thing that keeps us going when we are at our lowest point, right? And that is music. And so today we have a gospel by our chief of the choir, Chief Dio. Land back.
Will your heart and soul say yes? Will your spirit still say yes? There is more that they require of us. Will your heart and soul say yes? If they told us what they really need from us, will your heart and soul say yes? There is more that they require of us. So will your heart and soul say yes? If I told you what they really need from us, will your heart and soul say yes? So just say yes. Open up your heart and tell the masses yes. Say yes. Say I'll obey the masses. I won't stray the masses. 'Cause this time I made up in my mind. I made up in my mind. I'll say yes. Yes. There is more that they require of us. So will your heart and soul say yes? Land back.
Land back. Thank you so much for that blessing, Chief Dio. Amazing. Say yes to the biggest test, y'all. Let me get a hashtag yes to the biggest test in them comments right now, them YouTube comments right now. And I just wanted to say salute to our amazing leadership over in ATL, over at the womb. I can't wait to be in that section with y'all twerking, okay, because we winning. And let's take from the state of the hammer and from that song that we must honor that micro struggle, okay? We must honor that fight to win that big struggle that we are going to win no matter what, right? Thank you so much, and Revolutionary Salute Commander, for your vulnerability and powerful, powerful words, but most importantly, your leadership. It is you who took the first step that we all needed to take towards liberation. And we will willingly walk alongside you with all of our ancestors marching with us to take back our land, okay? Let's raise some funds to get to Hammer City, all right, with Chief Seen, Chief of International Economic Development. Let's show the people what colonized unity can do. Let's get to our land, y'all, land back.
Land back, everyone. Thank you so much, Chief Ru, for that introduction. My name is Chief Seen. I represent the nation of China, and I use she, they pronouns, and I'm the Chief of Economic Development. And yes, we're here to raise some funds for today for Hammer City for our theme, Land Back. And we have amazing news. In the past 1 year, we have raised over $90,000. If you check it today, right now, I think it's at 93.5 or something like that. So this is just an amazing accomplishment by our organization and by every single one of you here in the Zoom room. Even if this is your first time tuning into us and hearing about Hammer City, your support is what made it possible for us to raise this much money for Hammer City. And if you don't know, you're like, what is Hammer City? Right? Like, what is it? Well, you'll hear more about it later tonight as well. But Hammer City, in short, is a city that Black Hammer is building, where we'll have no cops, no rent, no coronavirus, and no white people. This is a place for colonized people to really get their land back, right? To really have dictatorship over our land, lives, labor, and resources. And this is how this first step that we see in this big project of the revolution of healing the earth, right? Like as you heard in CIC's sermon, like you can physically see how climate change is accelerating in our lifetime right in front of our eyes, and it's just going to get worse every single day, every single year. It keeps going, and we are committed to combat that with Hammer City, with healing the earth. And we know that climate change is literally just a product of colonial capitalism. Like Stacey said, like a year ago when the earth stopped, capitalism stopped for those 14 days, how beautiful, how much healing the earth was able to do in that short amount of time. And just think about how much more we're able to accomplish, right? In time we're able to get our land back, because indigenous people, colonized people are not exploiting the land like these colonizers are. And that's why we need Hammer City now, like today, like yesterday, we needed it. But we are so close. I know we have some exciting announcements coming up very soon, but we're here to raise some money for Hammer City today. And I see y'all already dropping in the comments. And our goal today is $1,500, which with every single person who's in the Zoom room right now, it's only like a little, I think it's like around $12 per person. If you have more than $12, you're welcome to pledge that. If you're not, if you don't have $12, that is totally okay. You could pledge if you're going to get paid on like 15th, or you could, ask someone for money, or ask a colonizer in your life for reparation. Ask them to be like, can you give me $12 to get my effing land back? Or you could just share, share as many times as you want to donate. So this is how you can donate. You can go on our Venmo, which is Build Hammer City, or our Cash App, which is Build Hammer City, or our website, buildhammercity.org. Super easy to remember. It's all Build Hammer City. So we already got some donations coming in that I'll be reading off. First, we have Chief I, who's got $20 on Hammer City. They said they want me to take their money and get free tomorrow. Yes, I will take all your money. We got Nenufar, who got $20. Thank you so much, Nenufar. We got $4 from Comrade Dre. Thank you so much. Yes, donate, pledge however much you can. $1, $2, $3, $4. We will take it all and, contribute to our liberation. And we got $44 from the YouTube comment, QAnon Smash White Power. Thank you so much. We got $10 from Admiral Shagun, $50 from Chief Oju, Comrade G's pledging $20 by tomorrow, and a $30 reparation from Sarcophagus, $75 from Executive. Thank you. 10 more from Chief I. Thank you so much. Chief Amalicha got $5 on it, and Reset got 75 in reparations, and we got another $30 in reparations from 11, 50 from Precipice in reparations. Ooh, another 40 from Parthenon in reparations, $30 from Zinc in reparations. So yeah, like if you're a colonizer and you're watching this, this is how you can participate in this anti-colonial revolution, is by pay reparations so we can get our land back. So you got money from the resources you stole from us, donate those, pay reparations. And we got 15 from Novi, thank you so much. 25 from Chief Sante. We got 50 in reparations from Airplane, 25 from Savita. And we got 5 from Chief Maya. We got 15 from, I cannot pronounce that, I am so sorry. We got 15 from Chief Dial, 15 from Xiomara, $200 from Recruit A in reparations. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, keep donating. I'll talk about what have we been able to accomplish besides the $93,000 I spoke about this past year. We've been able to build up our organization. Just it's gotten bigger and better, and just an amazing organization got here. We got now a SciTech department, we have an econ department. None of this was available to us like a year ago, and just to see how far we have come, and I just can't wait to see how amazing this will be a year from now. Can you imagine like us having Hammer City a year from now, and how much we'll be able to build in that year? Oh, we got $15 from Kitsani. Thank you so much, Kitsani. Miss you. Welcome back. I will also, I can pledge to donate $50 by the 15th. That's when I will get paid. But yeah, if you're getting paid, like myself, in like 2 weeks, in a week, you can pledge. You don't have to donate today. You can pledge. We got $20 from, I don't know how to pronounce it, CP. Is that correct? Thank you so much, comrade. If I mispronounce your name, please let me know. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name. Correct me in the comments. Thank you so much. Where was I? Oh, how amazing it'll be in a year from now, a year from now, and like us being able to build Hammer City in a year, just to see how much we're able to accomplish as an organization in one short year, just like amazes me every single day, because I just know that once we're able to get our land back and build for an entire year, like it's going to be unrecognizable. The land is going to heal in an immaculate way, and we won't even recognize it. All the animals are like going to be coming back, the air is going to be clear, the water is going to be clean. So I just cannot wait to get to Hammer City. Oh, Chief Sunny got $20. Thank you so much, Chief Sunny. Comrade Sam got $20. Thank you so much, Comrade Sam. Appreciate it. I think we will take 5 more donations before we close this out. Just 5 more. So does anyone else have 5 more people? You can ask your mom. You can ask, the colonizer in your life. You can ask your coworker if you want to. Just ask them, like, can I borrow $20? I need a, it's better than, they owe you money. They owe you money. Ooh. And we got $5 from Comrade Aki and $12 from Leo. Thank you so much, Leo. Appreciate it. $10 from Comrade Nelly. 5 from the Womaness, and your partner may donate at $50. Thank you so much, Comrade Shiba. I pronounced that right. And Gia got $10. Thank you so much, everyone. So that will be our last donation for the night. Oh, just kidding. There's one more. Charles. Thank you so much, Charles. $10. Appreciate it. But thank you, everyone, for donating tonight and for sharing. If you're not able to donate, if you are interested in fundraising, if you are someone who's really good at saving money, if you're a poor working class colonized person who knows all the tips and tricks about saving money, about couponing, about, supporting your family on a one-salary job, you know what? You got to join economic development today. You got to be in my office and use those skills that you got for the revolution So if you want to join, you can message me here on the Zoom, or you can email me at bhoeconomicdevelopment@protonmail.com and join us and fundraise for the revolution. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of the rally. Land back.
Hey, land back. Thank you so much, Chief Scene. There ain't nothing like raising money like that for freedom, y'all. Ain't nothing like it. And thank you to everybody that pledged and donated today. And shout out.
In there just in case Roof fucks up.
We got some technical contradictions, but it's all right because we're going to keep it moving. Shout out to our comrades at the Reparations Corps for them reparations. We appreciate you. And I can't wait to hear what we made tonight. So y'all stay tuned till the end to find out, okay? So up next, we got another blessing, another powerful word that you do not want to miss any part of, because we got our one and only Secretary General Anko, who is here with the State of the Rebellion. Land back.
Land back. Sorry, one moment. I gotta just change my name up on here real fast. Well, while I got you here, I am Secretary General Anko. I represent the Mapuche people, which is in southern Chile, if y'all didn't know. I'm a bit far away from home. And I want to talk about why that relates to land back. I'm far away from home because this country, this empire, overthrew my government, the people's government in the 70s. For copper. And it was a bloody, bloody interaction. 40,000 people were killed in a week, disappeared, thrown out of helicopters, all for copper. And in that process, Pinochet, the dictator at that period of time, made it legal to steal indigenous children. That it was part of the religious missionary groups, whether it be the Mormons or the Catholics. They participated in this collaboration of stealing children. And I was one of those children that was stolen. And I cannot articulate yet. It may take me my whole life to articulate what it meant to have your land stolen, to have your language stolen. And unfortunately, many of us know what that feels like already. Maybe we don't have a name to it. And maybe we don't have a story like mine, where a dictator destroyed your country and killed your people. But there's a feeling there. There's a feeling there that I know we both share, that all of us share, a feeling of confusion, concern, worry. Why do I not feel home here? It's because we were all ripped away from our lands and brought to the heart of the empire. We are stolen people. We are a stolen people, and we are not workers, comrades. We are loot. And we have to be very clear about our position in society as loot. We are fighting for and against our exploitation, but we're also fighting for our humanity, which is something that's very different to these white people who are here. They aren't fighting for their humanity. They've always had it. It's in their stories. It's in the architecture. It's in everything. But here on our planet, the planet that humans have lived in harmony with for so long, has been completely raped, destroyed, and mutilated over the last 600 years. Climate change started 600 years ago at the end of the Black Plague, when Europeans understood that they needed to rebuild their economy through colonialism. We have seen what a pandemic can do to an economy. 1/3 of white people died during that Black Plague. 1/3 of people did not die now, and we see the devastation it has brought. So they forced themselves to do the most heinous thing that this planet has ever seen, and that was the creation of colonialism and capitalism. Yeah. Never has there been such a destructive force. We are currently in the 6th extinction period of life. As we speak, there is mass die-off of animal species, left and right. There's so many places around this country now you do not hear birds sing. You do not see bugs flying around, bees pollinating the flowers. Take notice of that when you're outside, and you will notice you are only there with yourself and some pollution. There are no animals now. And this is only an increasing phenomenon. The oceans being on fire are no coincidence. It's an attempt of the earth to rebalance itself from what has been happening in these tremendous events that are happening from our planet. It's a pushback. Because we are dialectical materialists, we understand the trash that was put into the earth is going to have a repercussion in the future. And we are now seeing those repercussions in such a tragic way. I want to say, comrades, with these droughts that are happening in the western portion of Turtle Island, this isn't the beginning of a war for water that has already begun. Whether it was Coca-Cola in Pachamama, or for those who do not know, South America, Coca-Cola has been in a consistent war over water. And many people do not know this, but the war in Syria started over a drought. And these things, these kinds of devastations are only becoming more and more frequent. And this is where we have to now place ourselves firmly on the ground and understand what is our role as people, as poor, colonized, working class people who are working, who feel that we do not have enough time. It is to unify. It is first and foremost to unify all colonized people from all around the world. Because in order to overtake, to out-organize an apocalyptic event, you have to have the participation of 7 billion people. Because the 21st century, comrades, is not the 20th. We cannot just look to the past and try to copy and replicate exactly what our ancestors did. Unfortunately, but thankfully, we do have our ancestors to learn from. And there is a new path forward, a brighter future. Things do not have to be like this, comrades. You do not have to fight for survival in every instance. You do not have to run from fires. You do not have to run away from wars over water or oil. You do not have to do that. And there is a solution, and that it is colonized unity. It is recognizing that colonialism that stole Africans from Africa, genocided 100 million indigenous people, and carpet bombed Korea and napalm Vietnam is the same colonialism, and we have the same oppressor. In order for all of us to be free, including this planet, the animals and plants that reside on it, is going to have us unify with that as well. To recognize that we are part of this planet. We cannot remove or separate ourselves. We cannot see ourselves as the overseer or the dominator of this planet either. That, as the commander laid it out, we are the animal species that carries out the consciousness of the planet. And so many of our people have had colonial poison implanted in their brain, carrying out the will of their masters to destroy this earth. And as revolutionaries, it is our responsibility to inspire our people to a real power and to show them you built all of this, but you don't get to use any of it now. You built all of this, and I want you to take it back. You built all of this, and you will take all of this back. Because the planet doesn't got that much time. That's right. We got 10 years at best. We have 10 years at best. And I want you to think, you worry about rent now, you will worry about it for the rest of your life when capitalism still exists. You will always have the worries you have now, even when you got that white man paperwork, when you have that dream job, when you have that dream house. I am here to say the foundations of those dreams are being ripped away from the colonizer itself. They sold the rope to hang themselves. There is no need to keep dreaming of a future of this colony. comrades, understand that your dream going to the university and getting your degree, or going to get your dream job, or this or that, it is tied to the colony, and we see it is on fire. It is drowning. It is freezing. It is suffocating under itself. And so now you ask yourself, what do I do then? Where do I put all this knowledge? I can't just end it all. And I'm here to say, you can make that choice. You can make that choice to lean into revolution and to collectivize your struggle with the rest and end it forever. You do not have to say to yourself, I am permanently tied to the colony and I have no way forward. Black Hammer is here. It is a way forward. It is building a dual contending power. And while we are here during the summer, protesting, organizing, raising awareness, I hope you all have at the forefront of your mind, unifying whoever I speak to. Because it's not me, and it's not just my comrades here who will be able to start a revolution, but the billions of people out there who love the message and carry it out to its end. And when we show the people that in fact you can carry out the will of the colonized poor working class and be successful, it is a guarantee of the future that nothing else here that you have now will ever, ever possibly give you. Come on. While you are here in Black Hammer fighting for revolution, you are fighting for the rest of the planet. It is not just about you. It's not just about your own nation anymore either. And I want to say, Land Back is relevant for all colonized people. It's not just indigenous people of Turtle Island. It is all colonized people, because we have all been ripped away from our land. All of this planet has been destroyed, and this land never belonged to one people, no section of it. We live here on our mother. And it is up to us to bring harmony. No more borders, no more nation, no more division. We want, as this organization, one state that serves all of us, and nothing less. So while we are out here this summer and this fall and this winter, what are you doing to unify the people? And at every instance, are you asking the people to unite with each other to end the greatest evil that has ever existed? You must always ask yourself that. Because if we do not have this one goal achieved, all else will fail. And I don't know about all of you, but I cannot imagine any of this lasting for another 600 years, for even another day. Land Back, comrades, that is the state of the rebellion. Please take care of your earth and take care of your comrades.
Come on now.
Land back, SG. SG said 10 years at best, y'all. 10 years at best? We gotta act right now. We must internalize urgency, y'all. Put hashtag revolution now in them comments, y'all, in them YouTube comments. Malcolm X, CIC, and SG said colonized unity is the solution. So if you are not a Hammer yet, please join Black Hammer today at blackhammer.org/join. Thank you, SG, for always coming with the facts on our greatest comrade, Mother Earth. And y'all, you already know, one of the first parts of healing the earth will be to heal yourself, healing your body. So as CSC said, we got to get ready. So we got our Chief of Defense trainings, Chief Evie, who's gonna give us this week's self-defense and workout schedule for the week. Land back.
Land back, y'all. My name is Chief Evie. I represent the colonized nation of Africa, as well as the indigenous people of Turtle Island. And I use they, she pronouns. And Today, we're going to talk about the wide range of classes we have for y'all here at Black Hammer this week. Starting with Wednesday, tomorrow, First Aid and Survival with Coach Rohan. I believe the subject will be fire safety. If you came to our last Forging the Hammer, this will be familiar to you. If you missed it for some reason, then this would be a perfect time for you to refresh yourself on that. It'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thursday, Strength and Endurance with Coach Kamal. He's got a saying, your body, your resource, and we taking it back in this class. Got plenty of exercises to help you build up the body and to be the best you can be at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So see you there. Friday, outreach training with the Minister of Defense, Sundiata. Please keep in mind, this is mandatory before outreach. All this is a presentation on how best to conduct yourself during outreach, as well as things to watch out for, and just honestly, like all sorts of knowledge that you should have when you go out as hammers. And it'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Friday, we got Bojutsu with Coach Hanchi, Sensei Hanchi. He's the man. He's gonna teach you how to use your bow staff. And well, honestly, it's such a variable weapon. I never knew that you could like do so much stuff with it. It's pretty exciting. We get really intense into it. 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Saturday, bat training with yours truly. Please keep in mind, this is also mandatory for outreach, so I hope to see y'all there. We have our standard issue bats, and in this class, I teach you how to best use your bat and body to defend yourself and your comrades. This will start at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. See you there. Saturday, we got Serene Saturdays with Chief Cola. In this class, we talk with each other as colonized people about lots of like the issues we all face, like depression, anxiety, and just being told we're not enough. And in this class, we really tackle that and really help with the emotional healing and mental healing. We start at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Sunday, we got stretching and meditation with Chief Yabe. And in this class, we really focus on like tension, because at the end of the week, after all these workouts, you're gonna be sore, you're gonna need to like stretch, make sure you're taking control of yourself. And this class goes hand in hand with the Serene Saturday to make sure that you're healthy to start up again during the next week, starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Monday, Wing Chun class with Chief Ahi. This class, this martial art focuses on using your opponent's energy against them, as well as very quick, compact strikes. And it's honestly great to mix with any other of the martial arts classes that we offer here at Black Hammer. And it begins at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tuesday, if you missed it, we got Strength and Endurance with Coach Kamal again. Usually this time we'll have like a test out. So if you want to like measure your fitness level and where you want to go from there, this is a great opportunity for y'all to hop in. Starting again at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Lamb back, y'all. So the monthly opportunity to show your discipline and dedication with your trainings. So the Sledgehammers Initiative. The chapter with the highest percentage of active participants will receive water bottles, and the hammers with the highest percentage of active participation will receive the shirt. This is the Aim for the Head design by Chief Gunn. I'm self-critical. We will have the results for this past month, but in the future, when people come into your classes, make sure that they have their chapter by their name. That way we can properly identify them and arrange them by chapter. But we're gonna make sure to have that information out for y'all next rally. But yes, if y'all want this water bottle to hydrate yourself and this cool shirt, please make it a priority. Lamb back.
Land back. Thank you, Chief Evie, for those defense training announcements. I hope to see y'all at these classes this week. Fight that liberalism, y'all. And as she said, you got to join in order to gain access. So again, if you're not a member, go ahead and go to blackhammer.org/join to get up in there. And now y'all heard we got our leadership out there on them ATL streets, right? Getting all sun kissed by that dirty South sun. I know y'all saw them pictures. They looking so good. And to tell us just how we building down there in the womb of the Black Hammer organization, the place where it all started, we got our Admiral of the Grounds Committee, Shegun, who's gonna let us know. Land back.
Land back, land back, land back. What is goody, y'all? It is Admiral Shegun on the track. Once more, we back on it. I'm repping the African nation using they, them, and he, him pronouns. Whatever, it's fine. Just make sure you call me Admiral. Land back, y'all. I'm super excited to be right back up here again. Again, y'all know, y'all heard, we on the ground in ATL, just building, just soaking ourselves with the masses, right? We've been out here really sowing the seeds of revolution, like growing, and winning our people to the need and the power, the capacity, our destiny to get ourselves organized, right? In the wake of this crumbling empire, the end of white power, right? All this apocalyptic vibe, this is the end of white power, y'all, and that's the birth. That means the birth of the new, right? The birth of this new world where nobody lives at the expense of another, the birth of a new relationship between ourselves and Mother Earth, right? That is not based on fighting with Mother Earth. That's not based on trampling Mother Earth the way that, this colonial system has forced us into these, unhealthy relationships, right? Against the will of the colonized masses. We are, building a new world, again, where nobody lives at the expense of another and taking our land back, right? Like the theme of this entire rally is, right? All of the material and spiritual riches, that this land has to offer us, to nourish us, to help us to fight this fight, to fight against this evil ass system and to truly build a new one. Like I said, y'all know we're about to be highlighting this ATL chapter on the ground, right? It's ATL, baby. We've been here a week today. And again, let me tell you, we really hit the ground running. CIC broke it down a little bit, right? We did some urban farming up in here. We were gardening, feeding the goats, doing community cleanup on the west side. Shout out to Sean and Megan from Everybody Eats. We went to Little 5 Points. We went to Piedmont Park, Joe's on Juniper, just jamming with the people, talking to the people, eating with the people, just being one with the people. We even went to this New Black Wall Street event, really meeting our eager masses who are just teeming with, ideas and energy to start to utilize our talents and our skills to build by us, for us, right? And winning them to that revolutionary line. We've really just been diving headfirst into the sea of the masses, swimming like fish among our people. Like I said, sowing the seeds of revolution quite literally and figuratively. And so it's been amazing, right? Y'all know this is about to be the new headquarters. We're back in the womb, all right? The big headquarters. So y'all know it's about to pop real hard out here on these streets. We're gonna get a little central building, maybe a little big, a little small, a little big. It's gonna be pretty, with all of our different offices and be building from here globally, right? Like you heard SG talk about, this is a city with such a history of colonized unity, a long, rich history and a continued growth of colonized people from all over the world. So we're really about to do it big. You get the vibes, you see it been coming. We're gonna get us a little flashy, revolutionary church, bedazzled, broadcasting the good news to the masses worldwide. Like CSC said, think nightclub version of slaves meeting to plan the revolt. You know what I mean? Up for the 21st century. Type of energy, period. Anyway, y'all ain't ready, but you are. The people are ready. I keep saying that in my head. I'm like, I ain't ready, but they are. The people are so ready. Our Mother Earth is ready to build something new. So I'm super excited to be on the ground. I'm sure y'all can see the pictures and stuff in the slideshow, but I wanted to call in my two comrades and get a little, maybe a little interview style, Comrade Shalom, come through. You've been on the ground here building in Atlanta. I just wanted to hear from you what you've experienced, moving from, Aurora, Colorado, your hometown, to a city like Atlanta. What speech you?
Yeah, land back. So if y'all don't know, I'm Comrade Shalom. I represent the colonized nation of Mexico, and I use he, him pronouns. And it's been just super exciting to be hitting the ground running, coming from Denver to ATL. It's just nothing like it. You'll have your little pockets of, colonized unity, like in Denver, you'll have your indigenous pocket, you'll have your African pocket, you'll have your Asian pockets. But nothing like ATL, where it is just like everywhere you see colonized unity, and it's perfect that it manifests itself in this city where colonized unity is ingrained in the backbone of the ATL. They were it was a place for slaves to come and be free, and they even it invited indigenous people. Like it was just ingrained when the city was built. So it's just fitting that Black Hammer is coming over here and just reigniting that fire that, hey, colonized unity is the way to overturn colonialism, and we can all be free together. Like, it is going to be popping. It is going to be lit. It already is. It already is. But, you know, I can see like the glitter in like Admiral Shagun's eye, Admiral of Grounds, just like seeing all the potential that the ground has here. And I hope like everyone else is also seeing that the ground is so important. It is so important to build on the ground. So land back. I love it. Love it.
Man bag. I'm gonna call you in Chief Savvy. I know you mad excited for hashtag Black Gay Pride. We're about to hit the ground running, y'all. We're gonna be inviting all sorts of hammers to come through and really, really, really saturate this entire city, right? What an event where people are gonna be coming in from all over the world, including us hammers, to really pop off at Black Gay Pride. It's about to go down. Tell me what you're excited for.
Yes, I'm really excited to like be living in a house full of so many amazing comrades and hammers. Like, we're real fucking cadre here. And yeah, on top of that, like using this house as like a hub to train and support our comrades, because it's not just a fucking TikTok house. This is a cadre intensive. Like, this is cadre intensive, and I want to like, you know, be able to like have all the comrades from all over, especially during Black Gay Pride. We're gonna be packing this house, all of y'all here, so y'all better be ready to sleep on top of each other. But you know, child, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna train every one of y'all so we can replicate ourselves. And that's what like the biggest thing is replicating the cadre in others, so we can spread this revolution globally. We got 7 billion people to free, so land back.
Land back, land back. Y'all get it. Y'all heard it here from me and my comrades. We is on the ground in ATL. We are building. We about to take it over from the ground. ATL. Land back, y'all.
Land back. Oh, it's most definitely popping. It's most definitely lit, y'all. I am so excited. Can't wait to be up in ATL on the ground, hitting the streets, and our people, going to meet our people. It's such a powerful spot. And I know, y'all, it's about to be Black Hammer Atlanta on 1000. I tried to do like a Black Hammer Atlanta fusion, but it didn't quite work out. But it's okay. Salute to our epic, hell of a headquarter chapter, Atlanta, doing their thing. We so proud of y'all. Y'all know what it is. Them is Vanguard teams. I don't even have to ask y'all to put, you know what, in the comments. You already know what to put in the comments. Hashtag Vanguard teams, okay? Because we really doing a thing out there in Atlanta. And while y'all are doing that, it's now time to meet all of our new comrades in the building. I know there's so many up in here that want to join, okay? blackhammer.org/join. You can go ahead and do that right now. And while y'all are doing that, we're gonna introduce you. And we got our membership call with our Chief of Cyber Recruitment, Chief Ade.
Land back is my favorite part of the night. It is our membership call. So if this is your first time in the rally, if it's your first time with us in our open meeting, go ahead and drop an X in that chat. I'm going to be calling on you in just a minute, but first I'm going to teach you how to introduce yourself like a revolutionary. It comes in 3 parts. It's really, really simple. The very first is you're going to give us your revolutionary name. Please, please, please do not put your government name out on these streets, okay? Number 2, you're going to let us know your colonized nation. Where are your ancestors from? Don't tell us the colonizer nation that you're living in, but tell us where your people come from, okay? And then number 3, you're gonna let us know your pronouns, because you wanna make sure that we're addressing you properly with all the respect you deserve, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Chief Ade. I represent Africa and Turtle Island, and I use they and she pronouns. Now, when you introduce yourself, you will also have 2 minutes to just give a brief summation as to what got you to join us tonight. And then once you hear that sound, you'll know that your time is up. You'll have plenty of time to introduce yourself in the chat once we get you all coordinated as a new hammer. All right, y'all? Go ahead and drop those X's in the chat. I would love to meet all these new hammers, all of our first time attendees. Please, please, please drop your X in the chat. If it is your first rally, go ahead and drop your X in the chat. We want to make sure we introduce you, give you all that love. All right, Comrade Charles, welcome. Land back.
Oh snap. Hello, I'm Charles. My pronouns are she, her. I joined because of a friend from another organization. So thank you to her because I've been loving it so far. And my family is originally from indigenous people. So yeah, that's all.
Land back. Thank you so much. We're really happy to have you here. If you're able to, please throw that camera on. I'd love to see that beautiful face, say hello to you, even if we just get to meet online for that first time. All right, please correct my pronunciation if I'm correct for our next comrade, Comrade Sipe. Land back.
Hey, it's Shipe. Hey y'all, I'm Shipe Kaliwali. I'm representing nations of Abya Yala, specifically Mexico. And I use any pronouns, just don't be a jerk when addressing me. I actually joined because I follow Ghazi's work. Actually, we got linked up on social media. I don't know how I stumbled up on it, and I saw the work that Ghazi was connected to, and I'm in my own organizing groups in my own community where I reside. And yeah, I just wanted to, be able to Skillshare and see how I can be of service in something greater. I really love what you guys do, and yeah, I would love to be of service however I can. So thank y'all for having me here.
Land back. Thank you so much for joining us. And I see in the comments you're already in the food ministry, so you're doing a lot for our people. So thank you, comrade. It's not us anymore, y'all. It's we. We both hammers. Land back. Up next, we have Comrade Leo Orleans. You have the floor, comrade. Welcome, welcome.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Faintly, are you there? Land back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. That's beautiful. How are you, comrade?
Good. Thank you. I was just listening on a speaker, so I had to turn it off to talk. But I'm actually recovering right now from having COVID, so I'm in my bed. But I have been invited here by some of my comrades. Novi invited me, and then I have another comrade who's here as well. So I'm a farmer, and I'm just out here in California, and yeah, I believe in what you all are doing, and so I just wanted to jump in and join and learn and grow with y'all. So thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us and for using your precious breath to just introduce yourself so well. Please get yourself some rest. I know our California comrades are going to hook you up with those herbal kits so you can get well soon. I'm really hoping for a speedy recovery for you, comrade. Land back.
Yeah, land back. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. All right. Coming to the floor, we have Comrade Sam. Comrade Sam, welcome, welcome.
Hi, land back. My name is Sam. My pronouns are they, them. I represent the nation of Mexico and Turtle Island as a whole. And I've joined Black Hammer. I saw it on TikTok, it's kind of funny, but I joined because I saw the amazing work that was being done, and it aligned with my views and what I wanted to do for the world as well. So yeah, I'm here ready to put in the work, and yeah.
Oh yes, land back, Comrade Sam. That is music to my ears. When comrades say they ready to come put in the work, ooh, we got some work for you. We're gonna get free together. I'm really excited. Thank you so much for joining us. Comrade AQ. AQ, you have the floor. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, I'm gonna take off my video. So land back, everyone. Pronouns he, they, ta, repping nation of China, specifically the Guangdong province in Sichuan. And the reason I'm here, I've been, watching some of the recordings, and I just don't want to be a lurker. So I'm here participating in the capacity I can, and looking forward to doing what I can. I kind of took too big of a bite. I'm like, hit up the campaigns folks or hit up the SciTech folks. I'm like, oh, what am I really good at? How can I really help? How can I not stretch myself thin? But so far it's been chill. It's been overwhelming support and good vibes. So land back, looking forward to more discussion. I just joined, connected with the chapter leadership, and we'll keep communicating, and excited for what's come. So keep it up, everyone. Land back.
Land back. I'm so excited. Looks like you already dived right in. Shoot. Okay. And we love a self-reflective comrade. That's right. Make sure you hone in on the things that you're able to do so that you're not doing too many things. You want to make sure all the work is getting done for the revolution. Okay. Comrade Ocean. Comrade Ocean, you're up next. I can't wait to meet you.
Hello, let me just start my video. So my name's Ocean. I use she, they, and he pronouns, any pronouns for me. And yeah, I heard about Black Hammer from my friend, Share Bear, and they were just sending me different links, information, posts on Instagram and stuff. So I was really into it, and it just sounded like something I'm really interested in. I'm an activist in many different ways, in any way that's just anti-oppression. And so I think this is a very all-encompassing and very pressing issue. And so I'm really excited that this is being put together. And yeah, I'm excited to be more involved because it seems very self-fulfilling for me as well. Yeah, and I have a lot of hope. I love this. I love this so far. It's my first day here, so.
Land back. Well, if you aren't already signed up, I'm gonna make sure that my hunters hit you up so we can get you on the website, get you processed. But that is really exciting, and I'm so happy to have you here. Now you can go from activist to full-time revolutionary. We're gonna get free under this anti-colonial line.
Yeah.
All right. Land back, land back. Do I have any more X's? I don't want to leave out any new comrades. Oh, that's right. I see in the comments. Comrade Ocean, did you give us your nation?
Ooh, okay, forgot to say that. Yeah, so my nation would be Japan, more specifically the southern island. And yeah, my relatives are all farmers there. Have roots that go back to the samurai nation. So I think that's where I would feel most connected to this group. But I just want to help everyone, be against all oppression, and especially yeah.
Look, you see the vision already. Word to the nation of Japan, we are so happy to have you. The colonized unity is already shining through so beautifully. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really excited.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Well, if I don't have any more X's, I'm going to move to my next favorite part of the night, which is our hammer of the week. That is my hammer who has brought in the most VIPs this week. They are showing that cadre spirit in everything that they do. And so without further ado, our hammer of the week is, oh, I love this drum roll. Go, Huey. That's my hunt that's putting in that work. All right. Chief Huey, you showed us what it's like to be a cadre this week. You are demonstrating what it means to pull in our people to revolution. I am so proud of you. Look at that smile in the picture. I love you so much. Land back. Okay. Now, y'all, before I leave you completely, I do have one more thing, and that is our recruitment tip for the week. And that this week is make sure that you're direct with your people. All of our hammers, I'm going to say it straight up, you're very pretty people. I've been hitting people's DMs, and they think that I'm doing anything from selling tummy tea to trying to come to them as a woman. We got to be direct with our future hammers, direct with our people, and let them know I'm pushing revolution. I'm not pushing knives. I'm not pushing tummy tea. I'm pushing your freedom, and I think you have a role in it. And here's what it is. Be direct with your people. They're ready for revolution. They're yearning for it. And as we see from all the people who dropped their X's tonight, they're excited for it. They want that work, so bring it to them, hammers. Land back. Make sure that you are direct this week. Be direct. Land back and have a great week, hammers.
Land back, Chief Ade, not the tummy tea. We here for revolution. Thank you so much, Chief Ade, for that recruitment tip. Salute to Chief Huey for being our hammer of the week, and welcome to all of our new comrades. Thank you for introducing yourselves. We are so excited to see what you bring to the revolution. And so, new comrades, I don't know if you knew, but we have a very poppin' science and technology committee, and they got a bunch of new projects they're working on, and I believe we got an important and an exciting update about one of their biggest projects. Okay, so SciTech, come to the stage. Land back. Ooh, looks like we got a little bit of some technological contradictions, but I'm sure we're gonna pull them up real soon. Oh, here they are. Land back. Enjoy.
Land back. I'm Chisa. I represent the nation of Korea.
Welcome to part 3.
You go ahead and play it, Chief.
I'll be giving a quick update about our water filter. Last week left off waiting for our sealant to harden, and it cured pretty nicely, I must say. We attached our pressure gauge, input for air and water, and an output, just in case we need to drain the bucket. Next, we tested how well our sealant keeps our water. The silicone sealant we used worked pretty well. We're making the assumption that if water does not penetrate the sealant, little to no air will dissipate out of our tank, which would be good for maintaining the pressure of the system. Next, we finished connecting our filter together. With a 3-way connection between the RO filter, the carbon filter, and the tank. We made a drain using a push-to-connect ball valve. Our prototype is pretty much done. Next is testing and troubleshooting. Stay tuned, clean water is a right. Let's bring water back to the masses. Hit us up at bhoscitech@protonmail.com.
Land back, can I be heard? Cool. I think so. I didn't hear anything, but wait, hold on.
Land back. All right, SciTech. I know y'all got an amazing announcement. I see these zeros and numbers on the screen. What are these zeros and numbers about?
Chief, if we could go back to the last slide, Chief Katunson was going to break down the video.
Welcome to part 3. I'll be giving.
Okay, yeah, you can pause the video, but yeah, pretty much. Right now, the next thing we have to do is pretty much hook it up and run it. We pretty much finished with the prototype, so I guess salute to the whole water team and SciTech for getting us to this point, and salute to all you guys' donations. So pretty much getting it to work, doing some preliminary tests and studies to make sure the masses know it works. And then, like I said, hopefully, I mean, eventually they're going to be RO filters, well, hammer RO filters in colonized masses' homes in the next few months. So, yeah, just pretty much giving you guys that update. Just want to thank everyone for that. So, land back.
Land back, land back. My name is Chief Fatih. I am the chief of the IT department, the SciTech committee. I represent the nation of Africa and I use they, them pronouns. And y'all know why I am here. I am here to get you to join IT. As you can see, we are coding in these streets, laying down these zeros and ones. We are starting our own Black Hammer Code Academy. Yes, the IT department, along with many hush-hush things, very minority report, keeping our tabs on our haters. We know you and we know what you are. And we want to bring the knowledge of coding to everyone. That is right, every single person, every single colonized person, because right now, like I said, we're building this code academy and not some two-bit crusty program designed to get you in the workforce to build for a failing colony, a revolutionary code academy, right? Yes, revolutionary, because the very act of learning coding is the reclaiming of your science. The science that our ancestral lands have been, the science that come from our ancestral lands that have been taken by colonizers. Indigenous people all over Turtle Island, Africa, and Asia have been using the very foundations of coding and logic for centuries, and it's time to take that back into our own hands and build for our own futures. I mean, in Hammer City, y'all, we will be building structures a beige beast could never. Put beige beast could never in the comments, and we're gonna be doing it for our self-determination, like China, who built and sent their comrades into space. That space station there, that is the people's space station. And look, y'all, I know that the colony has drained you as it has drained all of us from our time, our energy, our labor to build for it. But joining Black Hammer, the IT department, that energy and time won't be wasted like it is in the colony. You'll be building a future with other brilliant, brilliant people like yourselves, and showing other people that it is through our united colonized leadership that we can overturn whatever it is the colony throws at you. I mean, comrade, you've done so much already, right? You've had to move money around to pay bills. We've had to do quick math in our head to make sure the amount that was on the amount that we were buying, something with plus tax was on our card, right? We had to get software to make our own DVDs, right? To watch movies, because those contradictions, even though they may seem small, these are signs of a failing economy, a failing colony, and a failing power. But the power, comrade, lies with you. That energy, that brilliance that you use to solve those problems, you can apply. You apply that in computing every day. That is why we constantly stress that you don't need that white man's paperwork. You don't need that degree to join the IT department. And know that there are billions of other colonized people all over this world with the same struggle, the same boot on their neck, and that are ready to combat this head on. Know, comrade, that the knowledge that you have is power. The science that you have is yours, and the science comes from the land, and the land is ours to take back, all of it, the science, the land, everything. And so with that, I just want to go ahead and pass it off to Chief Suh, our international chief of SciTech. And if you want to join, like I said, even if you think you know a little bit, you know a lot, comrade, and you can apply all of that into the IT department. Chief Suh, land back.
Land back. Thank you so much, Chief Fatih. I know I'm a scientist because I used LimeWire to get Jeezy tapes when I was young. But no, seriously, like all colonized people are scientists. We have to be to survive under the system. Now it's time to use science for more than just survival, but to thrive and win liberation for our people. I want to salute the IT team, as well as really salute the water team. That project came because one of our comrades, Chief Eyes, was killed by poisoned water. And we instituted our Touch One, Touch All Touch One, Touch All policy through the building of these water filters to ensure not a single another colonized person dies from the water poisoned by these colonizers. Chief Fatih was talking about you don't need paperwork from a white man to do science. And when we say paperwork, we mean these colonial accolades like a degree or a resume or a job experience or a certification. We don't need any of that to practice the science that our people have been practicing for millennia. And to really drive that home for y'all and help y'all internalize that, because colonized people, we get so beaten down by the system, it's hard to see our own brilliance. To put that sort of in context for y'all, I wanted to bring a fun fact about colonizers and how they use science and how they understand science. So did y'all know that Europeans did not understand the concept of zero until around the 12th century? They did not understand what zero was until the 1100s. And when they did come to understand it, people were really scared of it. Like, colonizers were terrified of zero because they didn't understand it. I believe that they were also terrified of that type of unknown because it demonstrated to them something that they could not conquer or colonize. But it literally like broke the collective consciousness of the European nation in the 1100s. So imagine being that dumb. Like, you have one apple and then you take away the apple and then they're like, oh my God, like, what is this? Like, it's nothing, it's zero. And to contextualize that in a timeline, they were breaking down about the concept of zero about a millennia after the Asian nation had already invented the gun, the African nation had already built the pyramids, and the indigenous nations of the Turtle Island and Pachamama areas had already mapped out the entire constellation of the sky and started divining meaning from it. These are the people who are now turning around and telling you that you are not smart enough to practice your own science. I just wanted to bring that story to really lay out the absurdity of the notion that colonized people are not scientists, when these are the people who did not even understand what zero was. You do not need any background. And I see a lot of y'all are saying in the comments, you know, that you want to join, but y'all are like a chief of something. We will be rolling out a lot of these IT projects to have like coding academies for the entire organization, so that us as an entire organization can build up that self-determination for ourselves and for the revolution. So I just wanted to tell that story to really encourage y'all to join Black Hammer SciTech, even if you feel like you can't do it. The people who've told you you can't do it are dumb. They're not smart. They're certainly not smart enough to tell you whether you can do science or not. So if you want to join Black Hammer SciTech, please hit us up. Our Proton Mail is bhscitech@protonmail.com. All right, land back.
Land back. Oh my goodness, I want to learn how to code. I do. I want to learn how to do them zeros and ones. That sounds so cool and exciting. Yo, we know these colonizers are dumb. I cannot believe that fact. Thank you so much, Chief Sub, for letting us in on that. Put hashtag colonizers are so dumb in them comments right now. Another fun fact, I know that I'm a scientist because if I hit my TV a couple times, it'll turn back on. I don't know about y'all, but you know, that's science right there. Thank you so much, SciTech, for that update. And thank you once again for reminding all of us that you do not need a piece of paper from a white man to do science. Just a passion and unwavering love for the people, okay? So join SciTech, y'all, join Black Hammer, y'all. And we are most definitely not done yet. We got even more life-saving information for y'all. And this evening, we got our Chief Ren, our Chief of Staff of International Campaigns, who's gonna let us know about this food ministry we got. Land back.
Land back, everyone. I really appreciate everyone being here and staying on. My name is Chief Ren. I am the Chief of Staff of the International Office of Campaigns. I represent the nations of Panama and Colombia, and I use she, they pronouns. Today, we're going to be focusing on the food ministry. The food ministry is so important to the Black Hammer organization. We are building a dual contending food system to feed colonized people worldwide by any means necessary. This means that even from no matter what space you have, we will be making sure that y'all are growing your own food. So even if you have just a windowsill by your window or like, you know, in your kitchen, something like that, we will make sure that you are able to grow your own food, y'all. So from growing in your homes to foraging to creating food programs, our food ministry is working hard to making sure that our people's fridges are filled, because we know that this colonization sure isn't doing that. So under this colonial rule, we've seen the effects of climate chaos. We've seen how these farms aren't producing anymore from this lack of water, and literal lakes are drying up. As you can see right here, Lake Mead is no longer a lake. It is looking like a desert. So, you know, and this is what this white power system is doing to our land. and to us, because we know that water is essential to growing food. And it is the basis for life. And in order for us to save the world from this downward spiral we're in, we need to make sure we're taking our land back. We need to make sure that through land back, we're getting our water back as well. So that is why we believe that colonized leadership is life. That is why we believe that through only our leadership, we will be able to fix this. And it is through our leadership in the food industry that we've actually created real solutions to making sure that we're growing food in a sustainable way. We're regaining our food sovereignty as we watch this empire fall before us. Even here, we're going to be building I just pulled a blank, a Walipini, and that will help us make sure that we are able to grow food thousands of feet in the air. Yes, you heard that right. No matter what the temperature is outside, we will be making sure that we're able to grow food year around with these structures. And that is the kind of colonized brilliance that we have here, and not in just Black Hammer, but in the food ministry. That is what we're working. That is what we're doing. So if you would like to join us, that is exactly why you should join us, to add to this colonized brilliance, to add to this beautiful work that we're doing, because help us create a food system that colonized people deserve. If you love getting your hands dirty as much as I do, if you love eating fresh food as much as I do, just the other day I picked a cucumber out from my garden, and that was so good, so fresh to eat, right? And it felt so good because it was mine. Like, I knew that came from my own hard work, and that is the kind of work that we want everybody to experience. So if that is something that you are interested in, join us you can email us at joinbhcampaigns@protonmail.com. And if you would like some tips and tricks on growing your own food, you can follow us at BH Guerrilla Gardeners on TikTok as well. And last but not least, we cannot forget our COVID tip for this week. And in this case, it's more of a COVID alert. Y'all, horrendous sellout Modi has left the colonized people of India out to die from this COVID Delta variant. Just yesterday, there were almost 40,000 new COVID cases in a single day. Almost 40,000, y'all. That's goodness. That is so much. Colonized people don't have dictatorship over our health. And that's why we are combating this, and what we're doing every day in the Global Health Committee, another committee within campaigns, by the way. So, that's the kind of work that the Global Health Committee is working on every day. And these are these protocols, the COVID-19 protocols that we've created, are what keeps our members safe during this pandemic. So make sure that you check out our COVID section on our website, blackhammer.org/COVID-19 basics. And these protocols include you wearing your mask. So if you are, walking around here with your nose hanging out or anything like that, please make sure that you're wearing your mask properly. A KN95 mask is what is going to help us stay safe with all these variants. And make sure that we're able to continue to fight white power every single day. So land back, y'all. I appreciate everyone being here. Land back.
Land back. Ooh, excuse me. Land back, Chief Wren. Thank you for that COVID tip and informing us about what is going on in India. We send the people of India so much love, and we stand in unity with you in your struggle. And we are doing the best that we can to make sure that we are keeping everybody informed with COVID. So we appreciate that COVID tip. Yes, please go to that website and learn about how we can continue to keep each other and ourselves safe. That is blackhammer.org/COVID-19 basics. And thank you for breaking down how we creating real material solutions for ourselves. We're gonna be eating good, y'all. We're growing all kinds of food in Hammer City in the Walapinis, and I cannot wait to throw down in that kitchen for y'all. I know there's so many of us in here that can also throw down, so I'm so excited. We are going to be eating so good. So, y'all, we have made it to the bottom of our agenda. It was an absolute pleasure hosting this rally this evening for y'all. And it is now time for our adjournment message with the Chief of Agitation and Propaganda. If y'all didn't know, the Agitation and Propaganda Committee is the beast of an office. Okay, we bring y'all the Black Hammer Times, the Black Hammer Org Instagram page, both of them. Fierce clothes to wear from our BHL Bazaar, dope graphics, curriculum, music, and live shows and events. And so we got our Chief Ama, who's gonna take us to our adjournment. Land back.
Land back, everyone. I'm Chief Amalicha. I am the Chief of Agitation and Propaganda. I represent the Kalina people of Venezuela, and my pronouns are she, her. And I want to thank absolutely everyone for making it out to this 58th rally. Land back, a whole year since we made the announcement for Hammer City. And honey, hammers are building every single day. So first of all, I want to thank Defense for always coming through with that tip to make sure that our minds and bodies are staying as safe as possible. Keep it up, Defense. And social media. If y'all didn't hear, you need to be on YouTube right now, okay? We told you at the beginning, we told you in the middle, and we telling you again to share this live absolutely everywhere, all right? Make sure you hitting up YouTube and checking us out on there and sharing that link on Twitter and adding the hashtag #LandBack, because that's what we doing out here. And we had that wonderful political education from Chief Oju, who, you know, read to us a message from the grassroots by Malcolm X, exactly, you know, coming through and telling us we got to build every single day. We got to come get our land back, okay? And it's not going to be an easy process. The long march to getting this land back, yes. And of course, CIC came through, again, telling us about what's going on in the world, giving us a whole sermon, okay? Mama Earth, she's hurting right now. But guess what? We're going to rebuild that connection with our greatest and oldest comrade every single day. And Chief Dio, those vocals never miss, okay? And we building a whole city again, you heard. And in order to build a city, we got to get them resources. Y'all heard, colonizers, pay up those reparations to Cash App Build Hammer City. And can I get a drum roll, please, so I can tell y'all how much we made tonight? Come on, drum roll. All right, tonight we made $1,724 for Hammer City. Yes. So thank you to everyone who donated to Hammer City. We breaking our record every single week. Yes, we're gonna get y'all excited for Hammer City. I already know it. So I'm gonna pass this collection plate back around because we need to turn 1724 into 1800. So let's see. That's $76, right? Let me see everybody drop $7.60 for Hammer City. That's right. Cash App, Venmo, Build Hammer City. Okay, let's get it. Who got $7.60 in the comments? Come on, I want to hear the jingle of coins and the rustling of bills going into Cash App and Venmo. All right, let's go. Bear coming through with that $7.60. I see you. You ready for Hammer City? I know it. But I also want to thank Defense again for those workouts, making sure we're staying disciplined with our bodies so we can start running up those mountains in Hammer City and everything. I know I'm gonna be ready for that, going up that altitude and everything. And SG Anko, okay, SG Anko really laid out every single week, you know, again, how we have to reconnect with Mama Earth, but also build unity across the world in order to rebuild that relationship with the land. Like, we cannot do that by ourselves out here. Who you think you are? The petty boo? No, honey, you are colonized. All right. And we got you. Come into the revolution. Unite with your people. Get into the collective brilliance, and we gonna get free together. And of course, guess what? Grounds came through, and we building an ATL, ho. Okay, we building an ATL. So just, you know, that's where our headquarters gonna be and everything, because we building a chapter every single where. So make sure to support ATL on their social medias and everything. If you're not following our ATL Hammers on Twitter, it's at Black Hammer ATL. So go follow right now. And membership call. Yes, always coming through cyber recruitment with our brand new members. We're so happy to meet you and everything. So we can't wait to dive into this work with you and SciTech, making sure that we got clean water and a whole Code Academy, but better than Code Academy. I already know I'm gonna be coding like a pro pretty soon. And campaigns, making sure we staying safe and healthy in this heat during this Rona. Honey, like, this jab is not gonna save your life. Make sure to stay masked up, okay? And keep your people safe. And I want to thank everyone again for coming out here tonight and being a part of this rally. We can't wait to see you next week, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we got a whole after party for you. And guess what? You got to be a member to be a part of the after party. Yes, honey. We got a whole club, Club Mad, hosted by our music and acting and dance department. So you better get up in here because we're going to be having a little fun. So make sure to join us at blackhammer.org/join. And I want to thank everyone again for being here tonight. And I will see y'all next week. Hit that outro. Lay it back.
Black Hammer, come join Black Hammer, come join Black Hammer, come join now.